Okay, today is August 18th. I didn't end up making a recap for 17th, but I'm going to recap both of them today. So I'm going to throw my chart back on. So from yesterday's trades, let's just go to the session break here. So pretending we don't see this. What happened yesterday was I took buys, I believe, on this candle here at 230. But I understood that there was this resistance here. So I think I had something right about like just under the 600 mark right about here. And my initial thought was that we could get past here and actually test the high. So for about a 30 pip move, and I was willing to risk about, I think, about 15 there. So I had that as my risk to reward. It's about a 2.4 or 2.5. And so what I did see was that it was respected the low here. So something like this. And just understanding that it was the weekly open, tapped, came down for a second tap, and I thought it would break through. But once I got up to here, I was about 5, maybe like 7, 8 pips maximum in profit. This 2 a.m. candle, but I was seeing rejections and it wasn't moving with volume that I wanted. Also being a Monday, you have to understand that Monday is lower volume days and there isn't as big of a move. So after this 230 close, I believe I saw something on the 5 I didn't like anymore. I think it was this, that 3 a.m. No, actually, I think I closed actually based off this 245 because I've seen it before. It's like a little, I know it's the 5 minute, so I do monitor on the 5 and 15 to see where to get out. But seeing that I was closing under and making lower highs under this area and just in general, that it would have this 245 closed. And so I got out. I think ended up being like 3 pips each of them. I could have just let it hit break even, but I figured it was going down. And I don't really like to switch biases. And then I was at work taking this trade, and so once it broke under, I was considering selling as well. Once it broke under the daily low so far. But I did see a lot of support here, and I wasn't sure yet about the trade. So I ended up just staying out for the rest of Monday. And I banked like 5 pips. So it's always good though, securing profits. I did see this 1 a.m. rejection, so I did like that bold move, and I thought I could break through, but I could tell that I wasn't going to break through this resistance here, and hence I closed the trade, which is a smart decision because as you can see, the rest of the day ended up falling. Now, so for today, trade that just closed. Here again, we got, daily high, daily low, so it's a decent range here. I think we got 100 something. Yeah, just under 100 pips of a range. So we're about halfway through it now, just slowly making our way up. I did miss the London move. I didn't wake up in time. I did get up, but I didn't really like what I saw, and I kind of just went back to bed. And so I ended up dilly-dallying anyways until 4 when it made the new high. So what I saw was that because we had a bull move in London, I'm just trying to get the brush here. So we had a nice bull move in London up, and here's the retrace in pre-New York. Now, so this scandal usually scares people, and I was a bit hesitant because of how strong it was, but sticking with my bias that I think we're going to continue bullish for the day. Maybe not all the way to the high, but I do see this point as somewhere we could maybe this 250, 260 area first, and then I think we can get through that. If we look in the 1 hour, it's a bit cleaner, and you can see this nice, like where it was support yesterday and previous week, Friday. I just want to be able to make a better line. There we go. You can see how it tapped once, tapped twice, broke through, and now I think we can come for a retest, something like that. So that's what we were looking for today. But I am going camping, so I actually just decided to close everything. So the risk reward was a bit off. I would have liked to hold. I think we can hit 400 level, maybe 500 PPL, but I believe 400 is very achievable in the rest of the New York session. With 4 hour retrace, so a deeper retrace here, a retest potentially this area, and we could continue down, or if we can break through, continue up here to 141. So that's what we saw today as far as actually entering and taking the trade and how we managed it. Yeah, so here we go. I was on the chart at about 6:30, between 6 and 6:30. So I started to see this come down. I wanted to see support formed above this area here, and it was created here. So I entered on this 7:30 candle, which didn't really do much. I entered, I believe, at 9.7. So we had the risk reward tool. Let's put this on long position at about 9.7. I did have it under the wick of this low, just a couple more pips. So that would be, yeah, about a 16 pip stop. And I did have targets. My first TP would have been here, 30, and then I was aiming for 40. Now, like I said, I actually have closed the full position at about 16, 17, I believe 16 pips. So it was about a 1-to-1, which isn't the greatest. I do like to go for preferably 2-to-1 or higher. But like I said, I decide to manage and get out because there is this resistance here that is pretty strong. You can see the zone here. So we're not sure if we're going to break it, and I don't have the time to wait and hold it and to see if it'll happen. I did move to break even as soon as I was about 10 in profit. So it did, change the risk reward to basically risk free. But I wasn't sure if this is 1 hour could actually puncture through. I do believe we will, but it might take a bit more time. Maybe we'll see the bigger move Wednesday. But yeah, that's the trade for today. Caught a nice 1-to-1 move. I think I did enter a second position a little bit higher, and with the stop like 7 pips, and we did catch about 12 on that one as well. So I think good trades today. But now we are entering this resistance zone and may come back down here to break even or a bit lower. And actually could reject and actually just continue down because on the 4 hour, we did kind of break this pretty big trend line. So it kind of broke. It might just be retesting maybe a little bit higher, but it could just only retest here and actually drop further for the rest of the day. So that is something that I was thinking about. And like I said, I'm not able to stay in the charts all day. I like to be in and out. Usually if I'm trading New York session, London, I would hold it longer and see what happens. If I had an entry lower down here, but I don't. I have a higher up entry, so I decided to get out. And yeah, so we did bank 16 pips today. Very happy about that. And that is the trades for August 17th and August 18th of 2020.